Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. So I wanted to talk a little bit about uh, jerseys, kind of, and when they switch, when they make a switch to different manufacturers. Now, I mean, I've been a jersey collector for a good chunk of my life. So I mean, we're talking, I mean, 1992 is basically when I started my collection. And yes, I'm kind of dating myself. I was a freshman in high school. And I started collecting the CCM. CCM was the main driver or the main manufacturer of the hockey jerseys. And when they changed over, when they went from CCM to CCM slash Coho to Reebok in 2007, I was a little concerned. I was definitely a little concerned, and my concerns were definitely allayed because when they made the changeover to Reebok, they changed the way they changed the way the template of the jersey was. So teams had to completely change the way their jersey looked. The Dallas Stars had to completely go away from that awesome looking star design that they wore back during their 1999 Stanley Cup run to just this bland, kind of blah type of jersey. Because, the template won't allow us to do this particular, these particular designs. Well, then, you know what? How about you change your template back? Don't go to that template. That's what I never understood. And then they completely changed the cut of the jerseys. And where a normal 2XL in a CCM or Coho would fit me beautifully, well, now they basically when they did that cut, they went from that straight line box cut type thing to this more form fitting kind of I mean kind of thing, and it didn't fit. People were saying, "Oh no, a 2XL and Reebok will fit the same as a CCM." Excuse me. I tried one on, and trust me, it did not. It basically, a 2XL in the Reebok basically fit like a large then. That's when the sizing issues all really started. And then Reebok had to make, for us fluffy folk, they made the bigger sizes. They made the 3XL and the 4XL. But then what they also did was they had this weird idea of, well, we're going to design these jerseys where they're all going to be tucked into the pants. So we don't want hem stripes. And you had, we'll use Phoenix here as an example here, the old Coyotes, the old Howling Coyote. This is the Coho one. This one here is my Coho. My Coho Phoenix Coyotes with the Howling Coyote on it. With, of course, the state of Arizona on there on the shoulder. And that was another thing that they changed over, was they went from fully embroidered shoulder logos like these, fully embroidered shoulder logos, How nice did those look? Those looked fantastic. But you also had the hem stripes down here. You had the stripes on the sleeves. Now, of course, I never did really kind of understand why they had this go all the way down and basically, cut a good majority of the stripes off. But they had the hem stripes. Well, what Reebok said was, well, we're going to have them all tucked into the pants, and it's going to make the players, like 8 or 9% faster, which did not happen. So what Reebok decides to do is they go from having the nice hem stripes there to this. And I didn't understand this. I thought, okay, you keep the sleeve stripes, but yet you take away the hem stripes. You make them look like a giant pair of pajamas. And I never understood that. I thought that just looks awful. And of course, they had to make the bigger size because of the way they did the cuts of the jersey. And of course, the kid decides she wants to make a cameo again. But they did that for whatever reason. They decide let's turn these into a giant pair of pajamas. And what they also did was they took those nice embroidered shoulder logos and they did this. This one layer, just not that great. That one layer printed vinyl, and it looked awful. But here was another example of when they changed their template around, because apparently in the CCM/Coho template, you couldn't have something like this. You couldn't have a jersey with this type of look. Of course, this is one of my Mario Lemieux jerseys. Of course, it is a Coho, because CCM and Coho were basically the same company. But they changed how they did this, because apparently they couldn't seem to pull that off. So what they did was they went from this to this. Which, why, again, and this ended up being the design for a number of teams. The Ottawa Senators did this in their colors. And what? I never understood it. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. And of course here, no hem striping, so it looks like a giant pair of pajamas again. And yeah, there were a number of teams that had this particular design. You had the color on the side there. All right, Ryan, come on. You had the color there. Hey. Yeah. We'll get to that one. But they had I never understood what they went with this. And then of course Reebok, and I always forget about this. Reebok, they decided to have this little opening along the side. Now, I know the football jerseys had this, and for whatever reason they decided to do this on the hockey jerseys. And I keep forgetting to mention that. What is the point of this? Why? I didn't understand that. Because the CCMs, the Cohos, they didn't do that. And then another one here that I really liked. This one was nice. This, of course, is when Minnesota, they went and made a change and made this an alternate. Now, again, why they, this was a nice design. The color on the sleeves, of course, the little wheat stripe there looks nice. You've got the hem here, the nice green hem. It looks nice. And again, look at the way the jersey's cut there. In comparison, look at that straight line cut. No wonder these fit so nice. But they decided when, of course, they did the change over to Reebok. Again, now, I actually like this. I like the little wheat stripe there. That looks cool. They kind of kept, the same type of sleeve design. But again, they take the bottom hem away. Again, it makes it look like a giant pair of pajamas. And again, I guess I never understood that. And of course, you take a look at the way the jersey's cut. Look at the way they did the cut in comparison to the other one. That's why they had to make these in the bigger sizes, because you couldn't fit into them. So, a guy like me who's always been a bigger guy, you couldn't fit into them. You couldn't go from a 2XL like this one is. And yeah, people might say, oh, you sure that's a 2XL? Well, there's the tag. You can see the tag right there. Adult XXL. So this is a 2XL in a normal cut. And they had to, and for the Reebok, they literally had to go up 2 sizes. Now, mind you, when they were making the Reebok jerseys, I was a little bigger than I am now. I was probably pushing 330 pounds. So, these fit pretty well during, when I was wearing. Now, of course, if I wear one now, it's huge. It looks huge on me. But that's what they ended up doing. They ended up, when they made that changeover from CCM to Reebok, and then of course Reebok to Adidas, which again, you changed the cut. You ended up changing the cut of the jersey a little bit more. You made that one more of a bell cut. Let's find one of those. And go here. Let's grab this one. We'll grab this one. We'll grab Buffalo's here. And just the way they did the cut of these two. They made this more of a bell cut. So it's tighter. It's tighter in the chest, and it kind of flares out at the bottom. And the sizing has the sizing inconsistency has always been a little odd, because there's some Adidas jerseys that I have that, like this one here, this Montreal one fits nice. It's not tight. It's not tight in the chest or anything like that. But yet I could put on, like, say, my Washington Capitals reverse retro jerseys with the big screaming eagle on it. That's tight in the chest. They're the same size. They're size 60s, but they're tight in the chest. And we've seen, and it's odd, and it has made its way over to Fanatics. The Fanatics is very similar. The sizing in Fanatics, it's the same thing. And what I don't understand is why. Why can Fanatics, why can't they just go back to the normal jersey cut? Why do we need these funky templates with this odd cut? I mean, why do we need to go from the straight CCM style box cut? I mean, why? Why do we need to go from a jersey that, is just this straight line cut, just like this? Straight line cut, very nice, fits beautifully, to a jersey that is just, it's tight in the armpits. It makes it tighter in the armpits, as you can kind of probably see there with the way it is, where it's tight in the chest, and it kind of fans out at the bottom, which, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with. I'm fine with the jerseys kind of fanning out, and at least with when they made the switch to Adidas, they got rid of that side. They got rid of that side cut there that the Reebok had, which I never understood. I never understood the point of that. Why? I never understood the point of that. So I'm glad that when they made the changeover to Adidas, that they completely got rid of that side cut. So it's all one straight circle around. But again, the cut of the jerseys are still weird. They're still off. And now with Fanatics being the first year of Fanatics, and Fanatics talking about they're gonna, because basically this year is it's still the Adidas type, but it's with the Fanatics name. And with Fanatics going and saying that we're not sure if they're going to do it next year or if it's going to be 2 years from now. Oh, they're going to change the material again, and they might change the template and all that. So again, why mess with good things? Go back to the straight line CCM style box cut. That way you don't have the tightness. You don't have the tightness in the chest like you would have. And to me, it doesn't seem like it's that hard of a decision to go back to the old CCM style cut of a jersey. But I don't know. And that's one thing that kind of worries me with Fanatics is when they make the changeover. Okay, what are they going to, quote, fix now? Because that's what Reebok said that we're gonna fix things. We're gonna make the jerseys lighter and this, that, and the other, so the players will skate faster and this, that, and the other. It didn't really make a difference. It didn't really make a difference. The players didn't like it. The whole idea of let's eliminate the hem stripes because we're going to tuck the jerseys into the pants. No. The players all said no. And it turned all these nice looking jerseys into basically, a long pajama shirt. That's kind of what the look was like. And it didn't look great. The cuts were not good. So, we had to get I had to get the bigger size. I had to get the and oddly enough, even the 3XL Reeboks, where you'd think, okay, if it's a size difference, a 3XL Reebok would fit like a 2XL CCM. No, it didn't. The 3XL literally fit like it was between Like, it was between sizes. And again, the way the jersey was cut, it was tight as hell, and it was tight as hell in the chest. It was not good. That's where I had to get the bigger sizes. I had to get the 4XL in the Reebok because it would fit. It would fit. It would fit comfortably here because, if bigger guys, we kind of like to wear comfy stuff. We don't like to be in, skin tight, tight stuff. And that's the thing when it comes to the jerseys. The jerseys are not made to be skin tight. They're not made to be form fitting. They're supposed to be big. They're supposed to be baggy. It's just kind of how that's supposed to work. And I never understood why they wanted to do all this changeover. And whenever they change manufacturers, that's one thing that I worry about. And it's, I don't know. I wish Fanatics would be smart and just go back to the normal jersey cut. Go back to, go back to, man, ugh. Don't go back to this cut. Don't go back to the Reebok cut. It fell off the hanger. Go back to this. Go back to this cut. I'm not saying the Wild should go back to this design of jersey. I'm saying go back to the cut. Go back to this straight line, the straight line cut. Make it that way. It looks better. It's more of a straight line. It's not tight in the chest. And it will look good. It will feel comfortable. And of course, the other thing that I loved about the CCM and the Coho were this is that AirNet, that nice AirNet polyester. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's breathable. It's nice. And that's the other thing too, the whole, breathability and all that, which is why we've got the little mesh inserts here. To me, they should go back to the old school cut, the CCM style cut. And, that's just, and I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up collecting the CCMs. I grew up collecting CCM. CCM was the jersey manufacturer for the NHL for so many years, which is why when they made the changeover of manufacturers, I wanted CCM to get it back. But I would have wanted CCM to go back to the old style cuts, the old style fits. But, again, it's like they keep trying this. They keep trying these different sizes, keep trying these different cuts. And it just, I don't know, for a lot of people, it's not the greatest. And especially when you have the sizing differences still, when you can wear a size 60 in one team and get another jersey of a team and it's the same size, but it fits completely different. The sizing differences, they shouldn't be that way. A size 60 or a 56 or a 54 in every jersey should be the same cut. It should feel the same. It should look the same. You should not see a big difference between sizes like that. But you do. And it's kind of odd. But I'd love to know, though, what you guys think. Would you like to see the old style jersey cuts come back instead of this bell cut where it's where it can be really tight in the chest and it kind of feathers out at the bottom, which I have no problem with, being a bigger guy. But it just I'd like to see, and maybe it's because I'm old school. Maybe it's because I'm old school, and I like the CCMs. I still think the CCMs were the best jerseys ever made. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. And should the jersey manufacturers, should they go back to the old school cuts, the old school templates, where you can have a jersey like the 1999 Dallas Stars, that star jersey, where a jersey like that could be made? I think I would love to see that personally. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to share this video or any other video from their channel, that would be fantastic too. And if you've got any friends or any family that love hockey, that love talking hockey jerseys, talking hockey, whatever, let them know about the channel. Let them know the channel name. And yeah, because I'd like to have I'd love to have every hockey fan in the world be here to to join in my love of hockey with and show my love of hockey in it to the entire world. I would love that. I would love that to happen. So hit that like button, hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments section about what you guys think about the different jersey manufacturers, how they change the jerseys. Did you like the old cuts? Do you like the current cuts? Do you like the current sizing? Let me know all that stuff. And yeah, so hit like, hit subscribe, share this video with whoever you would like, and I will see you guys again later.